So the other day I reviewed this live stream from Dexter Tan. They actually ended up uploading it on the official East versus West channel, but one part I didn't mention, which was definitely an important part as far as something that he mentioned, was regarding Eastern athletes that are disparaging the league basically. And basically the quote here, and we're going to read this and then we'll go over it. For athletes, if you're dissatisfied about something, like you say, hey, you know what, I don't like this rule change, whatever, you have direct access to us, you should express it to us directly. But if you're actively trying to take down the company that's trying to feed you, it's like the dog biting the owner's hand, right? That feeds him. We'll give them a one-time free pass this time, and then we'll make it very apparent that they are not to disparage the league publicly. If they have an issue about a certain rule or a certain thing, they talk behind closed doors first, but you don't go straight to the public and try to pressure us into doing something that we don't want to do. So there will be consequences. So I think it's good that they're taking a hard stance on that, because without, some consequences for people's action, you can't really have a league, if people are trying to tear it down at a certain point. Let's read some of the comments here. I'll agree with Dexter on this one. Communication broke down and was both sides' fault. Let's not pretend like the East versus West management did an excellent job at communication throughout the whole saga. Very true. I think, communication is necessary from both ends, actually listening to each other and coming to some type of conclusion together. But very complicated situation. But for athletes to just publicly announce a strike based on a lot of hearsay and rumor, it's just a huge rash overreaction. They made the management and themselves look like a bunch of fools and damaged their relationship with the company. Things like this should have been peacefully resolved in private first before having the dirty laundry aired for everyone to see. 100%. Either way, I hope they settle things peacefully and we get back to the golden days of East versus West with all the epic matches. I think the golden days are ahead of us. I don't have any reason to believe that it's not going to improve. Everything's going to improve and the sport is going to grow even more. So as much as people keep saying that, like, oh, this is going to tear down arm wrestling, I don't think that's going to happen at all. I think the sport is going to continue to grow. The top athletes are going to continue to pull at some point no matter what, because the sport is growing as it is. So, it's going to be hard to deny opportunities, especially if there's money involved and big matches come. The enigma of Roid Rage stirred shit up and took all the Eastern athletes for work at his flower shop. About time he said that. Common sense. Yeah, so definitely think it's good he took a stance on that. And they did upload that whole live stream on the East versus West channel. So make sure to go check that out for yourself. I will put the link in the description. Let's read a couple more comments here. Engen keeps pouring gasoline in the finally slower burning fire. Today he showed Vitaly on his IG saying that he doesn't need a visa, that there's a venue as well ready in Baku. In addition, he provoked Devin again. If the owners of East versus West want to save what is left of the brand, they should never work with Engen again. He doesn't care about East versus West. He doesn't care about arm wrestling. He cares about making himself look good in public, and he is willing to hurt the brand to do that. Let Neil be the matchmaker. Hire Ray and Matt Rhodes to replace Engen and serve as middlemen for others, blah, blah, blah. You guys agree with that? Somebody said, am I still blocked? Talk about the Baku event. So anyways, I thought that was another good thing I wanted to cover from that live stream there, that, hey, you can't really have an organization if you're not cracking down on people trying to publicly shame either the organization or bring down what has been built, basically. So what do you guys think about that?